What's up, everybody? Mr. 707 here for another video. It's about Uber and Lyft. I want to touch on a subject that I've been thinking about a lot when I first heard about it, and it's about Uber and Lyft developing technology for driverless cars or autonomous cars, robots, pretty much. So, my take on that is, I think it's bad. It's gonna be bad for the economy. You're gonna take people that use Uber and Lyft as a means for income and take that income away from them. Who buy stuff. You know, they gotta buy cars. They gotta buy fuel. They gotta buy brakes, tires. So now Uber and Lyft is gonna assume that responsibility. So to me, it's gonna hurt the economy, and I think it's a bad business move. And I'll say that because Uber and Lyft now wants to assume the driver's responsibility by buying the car, maintaining it, whether that's getting oil changes, tires, brakes, getting the gas, paying for insurance, registration. Now Uber and Lyft wants to take on that responsibility. And, the logistics of that, to get a whole new fleet of vehicles. That could be 1 million or more vehicles, the logistics of that. And you got to have places to store them. You got to fuel them up, give them power, whatever. All that costs money. So, Uber and Lyft lately has been having server issues. For instance, I got shorted $30 on a ride once. And also I had a ride where it had server issues, and I didn't even get paid for the ride. Luckily I was able to contact them and get paid my correct amounts. But if you can't handle your current servers, how are you gonna handle this large, fleet of vehicles and the servers that you need to make all that work? It just doesn't make sense to me. Like I said, you gotta buy the vehicle. You gotta put the technology in the vehicle. You gotta pay somebody to do that. You gotta buy the hardware. For a fleet of vehicles, it doesn't make sense to me. The numbers doesn't add up. It doesn't seem profitable. Am I missing something? Is this just gonna be for a few instances where it's like just from point A to point B, or are they really trying to replace a whole fleet or acquire a whole fleet of autonomous vehicles? That the numbers, the cost for that would be ridiculous. The research and development of it, you're going into a situation where you're going to open Pandora's box. You're going to take all the drivers off the road. It'd be bus drivers, tow truck drivers, delivery drivers, you name it. So you're going to take everybody off the road, put everybody in position to where we implement this technology, and you take all those jobs, away. And those people are now no longer making money. They're no longer paying taxes, so to me it doesn't make sense. I think I wouldn't even feel safe in one. I think a lot of passengers seem to think the same thing. Got to worry about what if the car is vandalized. It's just too much to deal with. What do the cars do when they're in between rides? They just go somewhere and park. I don't know. Would they just keep roaming around like drones? So it's like all that technology, and you got the programmers making this technology to be so smart that eventually it's gonna take the programmer's job away. What you went to school for, and learn all this, computer science. You're gonna make the computer so smart that he's gonna be able to do your job for you. I think about crazy stuff like that. Like, it's just like hypothetical situations. You know what I mean? It to me, it could actually happen. We're gonna go into a world where robots have the jobs and the humans, what do? So just food for thought. Something to think about. And like I said, I don't think it's a good idea from a business standpoint and an economical standpoint. You guys are supposed to have the best and brightest over there, at Uber and Lyft as far as, computer tech guys and business people. It's like the rates at which the driver gets paid has been going down. The bonuses is going down. The cost of the rides are getting cheaper. So what happens when you have this new technology and you have this new fleet of vehicles? Are the ride prices going to stay the same? Are they going to go up? Are they going to come down even more? So I mean, I would imagine they're not going to go up because passengers are not going to like that. So I say instead of investing all this technology in the driverless car, invest it more into the driver. Invest it more into these servers that are always constantly having issues, and then you want to take on this huge endeavor when they're having trouble maintaining their current servers, and keeping them up and running. Like I said, I got shorted on some rides for server issues. So, I hope it's not some big scam where they're taking money from us to pay for this technology. Just food for thought. I think about crazy stuff sometimes like that, but I mean, to me, it could be plausible, so yeah, everybody think about that. I would not myself personally want to take a ride in a driverless car. You pay for the interaction with the driver. You pay for, the conversation, the music. You might know the same people. You might, laugh at each other's jokes. So an autonomous car can't do that, So what they're going to probably do is put a screen in front of you and let you watch TV or browse the internet, which, furthers the disconnect of people with all this technology that's going on, so, just food for thought, like I said. And Mr. 707 is out.